City, welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go from Denver. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a second down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
To return, it is Turpin. And how about that nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Nick.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. That's Brandon Jones from his safety spot, bursting in to record the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott now. Will get this out quickly to Lamb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out front.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now it's Williams, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
16 yards. First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They put Pickens in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and
Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Broncos nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action with Hicks. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
First and 10 at the
Nice job by them
39-yard
getting the
line.
back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Portland Sutton. Put down Denver.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the play fake, Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first down, right back to Williams. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. It's another run here for Williams. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On play action, here's Dak. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's good for a Dallas first down.
19 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He takes off. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Back to throw is Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Broncos 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Zone read. This is Nix. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
This brought in out past the 20. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Barron is there to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Dobbins. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver 1st down.
15 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak.
First pass, complete to Javonte Williams. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Nix. He connects with Mims. And will be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. Room to run at the 35. It'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 13-yard line. It is a big play on 1st down. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The catch made there by Sutton. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he will take this one across into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins, touchdown Broncos.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Cowboys 14.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Dak to throw. Quick throw on target to Pickens. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
1st down, it is Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll go again with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
3rd and a yard. Prescott now. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll stick with him again. Yeah. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Broncos.
13 yards on the play.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed, but it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he's on to punt for Denver. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now, this looks like a design run. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
A lot of times, the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
On third down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now it's fourth down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's third and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love third and short, bomb, punt. I do love third and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. Here's a design run.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
2-yard gain on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Prescott from the gun on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. First down. Cowboys.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
A first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a third down and 4. Now Prescott taking off. He'll try to get there. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. The Cowboys cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Cowboys 21.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. the ground. He'll get about 2. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Denver first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Prescott. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Prescott. He'll go right back to Tolbert. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Dak to throw. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 30 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Really impressive way to close out this first half. I mean, you think about it, Mike, they come away with points. They leave virtually no time remaining for their opponent to possess the ball. And on top of that, they get the ball first coming out of the break, so they'll get a chance here to double up points if they can have a good opening possession of the second half.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. A first down throw for Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Will Lutz
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, it's Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll try to run for it.
It's a gain of 2. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up his first down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and short. Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Dobbins. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll go play action with Nix. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. The recognition and speed was on display by this safety, Mike, to be able to come from that position and not only bring the ball carrier down, but to take him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's an incredible play.
Second down, Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Now it's Dobbins, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Third and long. Nix from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Cowboys 24.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10.
The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Here's Dobbins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now give on the ground, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's into the end zone yet again. COWBOYS. Touchdown, Broncos. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
His kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 41, Cowboys 24.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now he'll try to keep it going. This looks like a design run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It's Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Picked off by Jonathan Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think a lot of people, Mike, when they see a screenplay develop, they just take the completion for granted. And typically it is. But then you get a defender, somebody like this, who just anticipates it. They see it from the start, and they're able to perfectly time their jump, step in front of the throw, and come away with the interception.
Here's a designed run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Throwing is Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
First down and 10 yards to go.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
We'll go with a drop play here on 2nd down. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Still 2nd down.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That one taken in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos are able to extend the lead.
Cowboys 24.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Carry, it's Williams. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete, left side to Pickens. Gonna mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cowboys.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First down, it is Williams. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
Now Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
35-yard line.
A give, and here comes Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Dak can throw it here on first down. That is caught to the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the...
They're going to try to run for it with Williams. No signal. They're going to mark him short. No room to run there.
Cowboys 30.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down side of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action now. It's Nix. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throwing. Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man, when those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a run going left. And he will score again. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you could nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19.
They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Cowboys.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
They'll go with Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. That is Ferguson in motion. 2nd down, Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third down.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw again. Dak got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
Prescott again. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
2nd and 7. Again, Prescott to the air. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now that on 4th down. The ball's out. Be recovered by the offense, but ultimately doesn't matter because this is going to be a turnover on downs.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. Begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Foul on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Hicks. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Third and long. Here's Prescott. That is brought in at the 10. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Prescott now. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
55. Cowboys 37.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. It's first down, and they'll run. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stick with him again. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, run with Dobbins. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
And that carry is going to be the one to do it. He surpasses Adrian Peterson's single-game mark of 296 yards. Peterson did it in 2007. You have just watched one of the best individual performances in the history of the National Football League. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's that man again, another catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Prescott on first down. That's made by Pickens.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd down, they need 7. Here we go. One final play. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.